Hello everyone. Do you love the appearance right now? I am in need of some glam. I'm also filming or taking a photo for a sponsorship today for a candle. It's like an Instagram post, Instagram stories. I've got like creative freedom and everything, so I just thought I would do like a really nice fresh peachy makeup to kind of go with the theme of the candle. But I just need tan. I need my hair done. My hair was like all like knotty and dirty. My skin feels dry. My eyebrows need a tint. There's just a lot that needs to be done, and so I figured I would just do it on camera because the makeup today is a little bit like simple. I reckon it's gonna be a little bit simple. So first things first, I literally got out of the shower and had a coffee and had breakfast. So I just need to moisturize. I haven't even moisturized yet, and I am planning on tanning my face, so I'm just gonna put on some moisturizer first. This is the Skin Proud Sorbet Skin Moisturizer. Once again, it was at the front of my drawer and I need to declutter this drawer because I can't see anything that's in there. Let me literally take a picture of this for you. Just so you know, like, I'm serious. You see how jam-packed that is? So literally I'm just going into that bottom left corner and like grabbing whatever's there because, yeah. She's overflowing. This is so pretty, don't you reckon? I feel like this brand's like trying to be kind of like, what's that brand with like, oh my god, my brain. This is the worst story ever. Glow Recipe? Glow Recipe. We got there in the end. Okay, I'm just avoiding my eyebrows though because I will tint them soon. And this is kind of, I don't know, it's like almost silicone-y, but it's not. It like turns to water when it's on your skin. I did not scrub my old fake tan off very well. Like you can like kind of see like this line just there. But hey, I'm sure it'll look fine. Fingers crossed. Porter's being unwrapped. Wonk. It's my favorite thing to watch when Hamish like grabs him out of bed. He's like zook. Alright, so what I'm doing for tan right now is whenever I'm breastfeeding, I just make sure Porter's like in like a onesie, and then I will just wear a shirt over my arms, like where he would rest on my arms, and then I just obviously kind of only tan, you know, hair, so he doesn't get tan all over him. And I'm also really lazy right now. I'm only going to tan my top half. Because it's winter, I can hide my legs. Please don't judge me on how dirty my fake tan bottle is right now. Like, I've been hammering this. But this is the fake tan I have been using. This is my XO Beauty one, vegan self tanning foam. It is so moisturizing and so beautiful. Like, the undertone is just so beautiful. It's super olive and gorgeous. Every time someone messages me about this, they just say they can't believe how like smooth it goes on. Like, it just looks so smooth and like just buttery. So I'm gonna pull down the straps, and I just chuck this on my face too, but I'll start on my arms and I'll just show you. So I've got 3 pumps here. We sell tanning mitts on exobeautyshop.com as well. I'm just going to buff that in. You see the difference here? Like, is that not just so stunning? Obviously that's a color guard as well, but the color actually comes off so similar. It's a really nice dark tan. I went straight into a dark when I formulated this because that's what I prefer. Some people say it's too dark for them, so I guess it just depends on your preferences. If you like a dark tan, you know, like the dark, ultra dark, loving tan, ultra dark, Bondi Sands and stuff like that, that's kind of the vibe. If people love it that much, I could bring out a medium shade. But yeah, I just need that kind of demand, I guess, because I don't want to like go investing in that and then people don't even like a medium. Like, I don't really like a medium. But anyways, I love that colour. Whatever's left on the mitt is just what I will rub all over. And I make sure to get like under my eyes because it kind of conceals the dark circles. And this makes the biggest difference in my face. Like, just the skin appearance, you know? Makes me look less tired, honestly. It looks crazy at first because of the colour guard, but when it's rinsed the next day, like, my skin looks less red and less, you know, the circles look less intense. You can see how like glowy and moisturized my skin looks. Like, we purposefully made this moisturizing because that's my big thing with tanning. I hate when you put it on, you feel dry and like, I don't know, crusty. And I just feel like it makes the wear better. It stays on like so freaking good, but exfoliates off easily. And it doesn't look as crusty as some other tans I've used. Like, sometimes I get like the bread skin, you know, like the little like crusty bits. Whereas with this one I don't. So, you know, try it out if you want. It's actually really affordable as well. T-shirt time. Wow, this t-shirt is wrinkly. I'm gonna just like do my hair in a bit. but I need to re-put on the towel because it's fallen off. And I might use my black one to make it look a little bit more aesthetic to like the look we're doing today. I need to show you guys how to use these. It's really easy. So look for the button, flip your head over, and well, this is going to be like the most unflattering shit ever. Put the button at the nape of your neck, tuck your hair forward into the towel. Okay, then I take like the towel up by my forehead and tuck it nice and tight, like fold it into my forehead, and then rotate it. Just rotate it like one time for now. This will depend how much hair you have and like how big your head is, but this is like the best hair towel of all time. Literally read the reviews on the website. Sorry, I'm just like hyping my brand up right now to no end, but it deserves it, okay? And then take a little elastic, twist that until it feels like, you know, tight, or maybe not tight, but you know, firm, and then button that. It should feel comfy, like it's not gonna fall off. All your hair should be tucked in. I feel better already. Look, the skin is just looking so much better. Brow hairs, let's tint these because I don't know, my brows are just not doing it for me right now. I'm gonna take a clean eyebrow groomer brush, take some of the color developer stuff. This first layer is like clear. I'll link this kit below. I do love this. I'm just gonna paint that on where I want it. I'm kind of thickening up the tail because this will stain the skin for a few days, so sometimes I just like to kind of draw on extra eyebrow. We leave this on for 2 minutes. This is a really fast kit, which I love. I've heard you can also use men's bed dye. I haven't tried that myself. I've always just kind of used this brand because my mum used to use it too. And just make sure I'm like, you know, while I'm waiting this 2 minutes, I just kind of like buff it into the hairs just to make sure all the hairs themselves are actually like covered well. I really need to wax these too, but I just can't be bothered like heating up my wax. I do have wax, but another day. Alright, now I've just got a wet cotton bud, which is going to remove a little bit of fake tan, but it'll be fine. Just wiping that off. And I'm going to use a dry cotton pad and dry that off. Oh wait, I think I was supposed to use a dry cotton pad to remove that. Oh well, hopefully this still works. I'm real good at following instructions. That's why I'm such a good baker. Definitely team cook over here. Do you guys prefer cooking or baking? I feel like people are either one or the other. Like I enjoy both, but I'm definitely better at cooking than I am at baking because I just cannot follow instructions properly. Alright, let's see if this still works. So now I'm going with the second product, which should look quite dark when we start putting it on because it's developing the colour. How long does this stay on? 1 minute. So I'll just do one brow at a time. You can leave it on a little bit longer for like a darker result too, I read here. See, this is so fast, like I really have no excuse not to do this, you know, a little bit more frequently. I was going to do a clay mask today too because I feel like my skin could do with it, but we'll do that another day. I don't want to overwhelm you. I've gone overboard with this arch bit, so I'll quickly wipe it off before it gets too dark. Alright, just waiting 1 minute. You know what, let's just chuck on the other one, I'm sure it'll be fine. Famous last words. You can see it still seems to be working, so whatever. You can literally see it like getting darker before your eyes. Is that even? Enough. Alright, just cleaning off my brush. It cleans off so easy, so no problem there. I just find that easier than using like the little spoolies that they give you, to be honest. Alright, it's been like friggin' 3 minutes. Just gonna wipe that off. Look at the fake tan. That looks so much better compared to the beginning of the video. Just taking my mitt, I'll just... Which side is the... Oh, there we go. Just gonna touch that up. I'll just leave this like another minute or so. I'm just gonna take this pink honey... What is this? Raspberry Flex Hold on my spoolie of the brush I just used. I think this is the one that you don't need to wet. I don't know. Maybe I will just wet a little bit. See what happens. And then just taking my finger. Squishing those babies down. Oh, I feel new. Remove the other side. You can use this on your lashes too, but I never have luck with that. I don't know, it just never works. And it scares me. Alright, we'll do hair at the end and I'm going to do like soft curls or something, I don't know. Let's whip through the rest of this. I'm just using my XO Beauty tweezers to like get rid of these stray hairs down the bottom. Look like this. I've got glue on the end of mine because I used it to apply my lash glue. I didn't remove it, so gorge. I'm going to use the Milk Hydro Grip Primer today. And then before I pop on any foundation or concealer, I'm going to colour correct under my eyes. And yes, I just go straight over my fake tan when I put on my makeup. I've never had any issues with this one. Some fake tans I find like would look a little bit, I don't know, funny under makeup. It would go really dark and really like streaky and stuff. But I've never had a problem with this one. I'm just using the Bobbi Brown Skin Corrector Stick in a bisque. I'm just using my finger to blend this out apparently because I forgot to wet a sponge, and I just can't be bothered, to be honest. I forgot how much I like that primer. Do you remember the OG one? Was that K-Beauty one that I had? Do you remember that? And it was in like a white bottle, and I used to use it all the time on my channel. I wonder if it's still in my drawer somewhere. I guess we'll find out when I declutter. See how much that just brightens that under eye. It helps so much. And then I'm going to go in with my Faux Filter Concealer by Huda Beauty in Nougat. I've been loving this. And I probably should put on foundation before this, but we're here. And I'm going to use my Dual Petal Brush by XO Beauty, the little concealer side. And I'm going to carve the brow. Because even though this makeup's going to be like simple, this will just help to frame the brows and just make everything look more clean. And for some reason it definitely makes your brows look way more like full. Just filling in the gaps. And then I will flip my brush to the petal side. I freaking love this brush so much. I haven't used it in a little while on my channel. Just tapping that out. Straight up adding some concealer to my waterline, because they are red. Like I said, sleep's been non-existent, so my eyes are a little bit red and puffy looking. You know what? I might do my eyes before my foundation because I never do that anymore. The eyes are going to be so boring, low-key. I was going to use this palette, which I mentioned in my last video for this look, in the Springs by Colourpop. I love these colours. They're gorgeous. I might just take Sizzlin'. I was going to do like a really fun look with this palette, but now I'm not. I'm just doing like basic. But I'll still use it. Oh, that's a really perfect colour because the theme of this is kind of like peachy, sunset vibes. If you want to see the finished image, go to my Instagram if it's up yet. It might not be up yet. I don't remember when I'm posting it, but it's with one of my favourite brands that I've raved about for years and years and years and purchased from for years and years and years in the past. And these days I work with them. It's so cool. So I'm just buffing that colour all over the lid like this. And then I'm just going to blend out the edges so it's just like a one eyeshadow look at the moment. Once I've got it like this, hold on, let me do the other eye. I can hear Hamish playing with the babies, giggling. Honestly, the moment we heard him giggle for the first time made all of that hard, like, you know, all the hard times so worth it. I don't know, it was just so rewarding to just see him laugh. It's like the best. That's been my favourite thing about being a mum so far, is just seeing him laugh. It's so cute. I just felt like I was waiting the whole time he was here earthside. I was just waiting for that moment. But I have already got to the point where, you know, TikToks will come up of like newborns, like newborns, like fresh out the friggin' gate. And I get really emotional. I'm like, oh my god, like my baby isn't small like that anymore. Like it seems like just yesterday, yet also it seems like years ago. Like it's like this weird thing. And I'm like, oh my god, he's grown up so much already, and it gives me a complex and I get really sad. But I do love his age right now. But I'm like, oh my god, he's just gonna continue to grow that quick? Like, please no. And he's like almost too long for his bassinet. I swear, like in my last video I was talking about like hopefully he'll be in his bassinet for like a few more months, but I really doubt it because he's getting like too long for it. He almost fills up the whole friggin' thing. And I thought I'd get at least 6 months, but I reckon I might get like, well, it depends, you know, if he keeps growing the way he is. He might slow down a bit, I don't know, but he's tall, which is weird because I'm not. And Hamish is not. Like, Hamish is very average height, he's not tall. Hamish is whatever height I am when I'm wearing like high heels, like heels. So what would that be? I don't even know. But I do have really tall family members, so anything is possible. Now there are some blues in here which actually could go with the theme of this look also, but I just don't want to go too crazy. Like I want it to be like soft glam, still simple glam, so I don't know, we'll figure it out in a minute. I'm just going to take this Powder No Powder in shade 4 neutral. It's like a bronzer shade for me by Dior. Did I say that? I don't know. Putting that on my brush, and I'm going to pop that kind of above where I've put the orangey neutral. Currently listening to Magic by Coldplay. What a banger. He's done so well to stay so relevant for so many years as well. Like he still releases music, doesn't he? What's his name again? Like the main singer? I can't remember. Anyways, yeah, he's still releasing singles and they're all bangers. Since what, like the 90s? That's a very long career for like the entertainment industry or like music industry, I swear. Okay, love those colors so far on the eyes. I am going to take the shade Prick Me. This one, it's like a creamy kind of consistency, and I'm going to pop that on the inner corner. I might have to touch this up once we do foundation and stuff, and then I'm just gonna really buff it out onto the lid so that there's no harsh line as to where like the shimmer starts and the matte starts. Just really subtle. I want it to look soft. All right, I'm gonna do maybe blue. Am I gonna do it maybe after I do foundation and everything, so we can just see where we're at. I'm going to use this Tarte Double Duty Beauty Face Tape Foundation in light medium sand. I remember being so pleasantly surprised at how like runny this is. I liked it because I assumed, you know, judging off like face tape, thinking of the concealer, I thought it would be like thick, you know. Just buffing it out around my face, and I'm using a round face brush by Exo Beauty. My baby is hungry. I can hear him crying. Hamish has just turned on the jug to make him a bottle. We're still doing exclusive, you know, breast milk, but I express and breastfeed just so that Hamish can help with feeds for these exact circumstances. But low-key right now I really miss my baby, and I'm like, I want to go give him a cuddle, but I mustn't, you know, barge in. I need to just let Hamish deal with it. Sometimes if the baby's upset, I like don't give Hamish a chance to like calm him down. Like I just want to like take over, and I'm like, no, I need to just like let Hamish also get used to calming him down. Do you know what I mean? Like it needs to be a team thing, but I always just, I'm like, oh, I'll just do it, you know, because I know what I'm doing. He knows what he's doing too. It's just me. Like I have a complex about it. Like he's already settled. And that color looks pretty good with the tan, I think. I might take a little bit more concealer just to straighten out the eyeshadow. So going back in with this brush here, keeping that really nice and sharp. I'm gonna add a little bit more concealer under my eyes because I just want an extra bright look. Hopefully this gives me that. I like how this concealer kind of goes like tacky. I don't know how to describe it. Like dries down, and you can kind of like work with it really nicely when it's like almost dry, just to like really buff out edges of like makeup and things. And in the same breath, it doesn't like smudge everywhere and just go everywhere. Like it kind of stays almost where you put it after a little while, like if you just let it sit for a second. Oh, she's dirty. Forgot about that. This is the Fair Medium Easy Contour Face Contour Wand by Charlotte Tilbury. I love this, but make sure you lock the pump because otherwise this will happen. I just don't want to buy a new one. I'm like, it's still usable, it's just messy and gross. Going in with a tapered face brush, which looks like this, just to quickly contour slightly. Like I've mentioned, I don't love like a super sharp contour, so cream contours are nice because they look a little bit more natural and they kind of soak into the skin and just, I don't know, they look soft, which is what I'm going for. The color is just like 10 out of 10 for this product. I love it and it blends out so good. Just almost tapping it if you can see. So pretty. I will be using bronzer, but I just wanted to add a little bit of that. Oh my god, my skin looks so buttery soft. Going in with whatever's left on my concealer brush, I'm just going to clean up under here one more time. Oh my god, sorry. It's not a video of mine without Zeus going off in the background, honestly, let's be real. Just like that, that's better. Going in with Cupcake Powder by Huda Beauty. Then the Powder No Powder in shade 2 Neutral as my setting powder. I'm not going to use too much. And then back in with the colour that we used in the crease of my eye on the same brush. And I'm just going to use this like bronzer. You know what? I feel like I'm not going to do the blue. I'm just going to keep it clean and fresh because that's kind of the vibe of the like fragrance as well. It's just like fresh and crisp, you know? So maybe just lashes and then like a pop of something on the inner corner. Alright, I think I'm going to do cluster lashes. So first I'm just going to pop on a nice layer of my Pat McGrath Labs Fetish Eyes mascara. And obviously since I've just tinted my brows, like I don't even need to fill them in. They look so good. I love that. Oh my god, I'm getting everywhere. I'm going to use Allure cluster lashes. They look like this. They're really, really nice and long and crisscrossy and pretty. I'm going to pop them on underneath my natural lashes, just as like a pop of lashes. Does that make sense? I'll clean that up soon, that side. Just popping a little bit of glue like on the top of the lash. And then you just literally like tuck it in to the, oops, don't you hate it when that happens? You just tuck it into the lower lashes, or underneath the lashes, on the top lashes. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. By the way, if that keeps happening and the glue just keeps like slipping off, it's probably because you haven't let your glue get tacky enough, which I haven't. I'll admit it. Just a little tip, because I know it can be real frustrating when you're like learning to use falsies and they just keep like coming off. Leave your glue longer. Literally leave the glue 5 minutes. I'm not even joking. Put it on a surface, like how I have here. Leave it for ages. I'm just gonna wait for this to dry a little bit longer so that it's easier to pop them on. I'm gonna pop the next one near the middle. Oh my god. And you can see from the top how much more full the lashes look, but they look real. The glue's still drying, but you can kind of see that before and after. I've literally got glue in my eye. I shouldn't be doing this when I'm tired. Alright, just gotta wait for the glue to dry now, but that looks really nice. Now I'm going to do something on my inner corner. Maybe this is the Danessa Myricks Colour Fix Cream Colour Matte Liquid Pigment in Ballerina. And it's pink, but I feel like it'll go with the look because I'm using such a small amount. Do you know what I mean? I feel like we need something even more sparkly. How about we break out my pigments? I haven't used these in so long. Blonde's Gold. And I've just wet the pigment on my brush. Oh, that's better. And just really blending it in once again. Want to know a throwback? The copper pigment. I used to always use that one. And Copper Sparkle. I should do more videos recreating my old like iconic looks. Like I call this pigment as too. Have I ever used this? Bronze. That's pretty. It's almost like a cool tone bronze. And I'm going to use the eyeliner from this collection. Colourpop Honey Dude. Oh jokes, it's just Honey Dude. I love Honey Dude, but it's just in the limited edition packaging then. It's a nice light nude just to brighten that waterline. And I don't know if I want to do mascara on the bottom lashes or not. I might just do the lightest amount of a brown. This is the Dior brown one. And literally just like touch the edges. I don't want to like make it look like I'm wearing a lot of mascara, but I just want like some definition. Yeah, that's good. Like it kind of just looks like my natural lashes-ish. Just wiping off the excess onto my finger. So it's just very subtle. We need peachy pink blush. I feel like this color is perfect. This is Etude House Lovely Cookie Blusher in Sweet Coral Candy. And I'm going to use a shimmer tulip brush and just pop this onto my cheeks. Kind of putting it on the apples. I never usually do the apples, but it's a lighter colour, so I feel like it's not going to make my face shape look weird. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, Jellybean? I'm just going to dust a little bit over the bridge of my nose. And then for highlighter, I'm going to go in with my Love. This is the Bellini palette, the XO Beauty one. And then taking a detail face brush, I'm going to show you how insane these are, just in case you haven't seen them before. Oh, maybe I'll do Bubbles. I usually use Bellini, that's my favourite, but I'm going to use Bubbles today on this brush. So just taking some on the tip of the hairs. Okay, watch this. Real time. Are you ready? Starting with less though. It's so pretty. I'm just buffing it in with this brush so that it doesn't look, you know, too stripy. If only the lighting was a bit better. There we go, you can see better from back here. Let's do this side. It's just so stunning, this colour. A little bit on the tip of my nose and then like the bridge almost like kind of between my eyebrows, like there. Just makes my nose a bit longer and cute. A little bit on the chin and the cupid's bow. I love that palette so much. And then I'm just going to use some setting mist. This is the LH Cosmetics On Set setting spray. Using a decent amount. Oh, my lash just stuck together. I literally use it until like my face is almost wet and then just fan it in. And that just like melts all of the powders into my skin. Makes it look like skin. Just blends everything together. So look how pretty and simple this look is. Do you love how like much effort it took to get this simple look? Don't you love that? Okay, I need just like a nude kind of lip pencil and then I'm going to do peachy lips. Is this right? This is Bare by Kylie. It's more of like a mauve. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm going to use Meraki by XO Beauty Throwback. It's just like the perfect colour as to what I'm looking for. I probably should have done something like a bit warmer for the lip pencil. Let me try to like mix something in. Maybe Subculture by MAC. I don't really know if it's making a difference. I think that looks really pretty though. I'm happy with that. I feel like I need to recreate this lipstick again. I just love it so much. Okay, I'm clipping this hair towel. Let's dry off the hair. I'm gonna use my tidal hair thing, this thing. I'm still getting used to it. I've never really mastered the art of these types of like things, tools. So I'm just brushing my hair. I love this hairbrush. It's the GHD paddle brush. I love it. Love it, love it. And some GHD. This is the curly ever after. Don't really care if it's for curls or straight or what, but it's just got heat protectant in it. It smells good too. Alright, so my hair is all blow dried. I do want like a soft romantic curl kind of situation, so I am heating up my, what is this? Numi hair wand. Honestly, this thing's like probably 8-9 years old. I'm gonna take biggest chunks once it's heated up and just like curl maybe towards my face today for like a romantic kind of vibe. Alright, I'm hoping that this ends up looking cute. So I did that and then I just like brushed them out and I feel like that looks really soft and romantic and pretty. I just feel like I need to do something up here. I'll just let that set and then I'll brush that out too. Okay, I'll do the other side. Okay, I've done my hair. Tell me why my eyebrows look so blocky. They look so random. I did not realize how like blunt my eyebrows look, but it kind of looks okay I guess, but that'll soften as I wash my face, like, and the tint kind of comes off my skin a little bit. But I actually really like how my hair came out. It's almost like, yeah, just blow wave kind of vibes, like really soft. And I kind of like this like thing that's happening in my fringe. I just added a little bit, I've got my Esky pack because I burnt my finger on my curling iron. I literally wrapped my finger around the barrel. Like, I should not be doing hot hair tools while I'm tired. Anyway, I added a little bit of this Colourpop Luxe Lip Oil in Hot Spark on my lips, just for a little bit of like a shine. All I have to do now is get changed, but I think I'll do that off camera, you know, for the photo. This is the finished look as far as you guys are concerned. Here's how the tan is looking. Look how smooth and stunning. I've washed my hands too. Smooth and stunning that is. Like the colour, it's just my holy grail. I love it. I still love heaps of other brands of tans, of course. Like I love Bondi Sands. I love Saint Tropez. I love Loving Tan. Like all these brands, they're so amazing. But I'm so proud of what I've created. So yeah, if you do want to try it, I'll link it below, and I really appreciate your support and feedback if you do try it. Ow, my finger. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little transformation. It's a big difference from the beginning of the video and I feel so much better. Yeah, I really like this makeup look, even though I've done similar ones in the past. Oh well. Hopefully you enjoyed it anyway. And I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.